Okay, so good evening. We will continue on with our discussion based on the second lesson, school management. So this morning we started our discussion pertaining to school management or management per se, and we were taught and we learned that management is not only applicable in other organizations, but it is also very much applicable diri as a school setting. In fact, this morning, out nang gisugdan pag-illustrate how the elements of management can be applied in the school setting. So, sa atong mahinumduman ganiha, when we speak of planning, there has also to be planning in school. No? Sa akong example nga gihimo ganiha, the university has conducted a strategic plan, strategic planning that will provide the direction of the university until 2040. So there has to be a plan so that the school will be able to achieve or set its goals and objectives and its directions, and we can lay down unsa ang mga paagi in order to achieve all these goals and objectives. Of course, when we talk about organizing or staffing, the school has to hire the right persons so that they can deliver quality instruction. So, as explained or as illustrated this morning, the university will hire staff, faculty and staff who are of high caliber so that these persons or these people will be able to do their tasks efficiently and effectively. No? So, para lig-on ang imong eskwelahan, dapat ang imo pong ipang-hire ng mga faculty o staff must also be of high quality. And of course, the next is leading. So, in school setting, there is the principal who will closely monitor the performance of the faculty members and will see to it that the school campus or the school premises is safe for the students and the pupils. No. Kung imong makit-an ang usa ka eskwelahan nga limpyo, organized, there are plants growing, flowers blooming, painted buildings, so we can say that there is an efficient and effective management or leadership by the principal. So kung makakita po ka og eskwelahan nga nakagutay-gutay, arang ka siot, arang ka hugaw, then we can always direct our attention towards the principal. Unsa maning principal ni nga dili man ka mao manage sa ijang eskwelahan. So leading is very important in the school operation or in the school setup, because the presence and the execution of the principal is very much important so that the school will be effective in the delivery of its services for the pupils or the students. And of course, the last is controlling. So in the school setting, for example, in your experience, natay gitawag nga retention policy, and that is to make sure that our students are of good quality. Besides, with regard or relative to our faculty members, we have this regular conduct of teacher evaluation or student evaluation. No? Because this is the instrument or tool that will determine whether or not the faculty members meet the required standards. Mao na nga, kamong mga estudyante, during the conduct of student evaluation, you should tell the truth. No? Inyong i-rate ang tinuod nga rating sa maestra. Tungod kay, this is the time that the students themselves evaluate the performance of their teachers. And that is the basis, the result of the performance evaluation will be the basis whether or not the teacher will continue on teaching or the teacher will enjoy or receive certain benefits. Take note nga kung ang maestra no in 2 consecutive ratings ang iyang performance is satisfactory only, no, in 2 consecutive performance evaluation ang iyang rating is satisfactory, then that is or this rating is a basis nga pwedeng tanggalon ang maestra sa isang pagpanarbaho, no, because supposedly the performance of the teacher should be VS or very satisfactory. So actually kamong mga estudyante gitagaan mo og chance sa pag-evaluate sa inyong mga teachers so that no makita nato kung magpadayon pa ba ang maisa sa pagtudlo or dili na, because it is the intention of the university that faculty members teaching in our institution must be of high quality. Okay, so that is part of controlling. So these are the elements of management that are also applicable and being applied in the school setting. So in our notes, we have here, according to Altinay in 2016, he said, school management is an umbrella of facilitating learning and teaching. It is an umbrella of facilitating learning and teaching. So meaning to say, when we talk about management in the context of school, it talks about learning on the part of the students and teaching on the part of the teachers. This goes to show that in order for an effective and efficient learning and teaching, good management is necessary. So you see, so even in the school setting, for the students to have quality education and for the teachers to provide good instruction, there has to be good management. The learning of the students will be of good quality if there is good management by both the principal and the teachers themselves. For one, the school management is able to maintain a healthy learning environment by making sure that the school facilities are in good shape. So, meaning to say, good management can be concretely seen, no, makita, no, ma-manifest ang good management in terms of school facilities. Now, when we speak of school facilities, we have the classroom, we have the library, we have the canteen, toilet, water faucet or fountain, desks, tables, books, everything that is found inside the school fall under the school facility. And if these facilities are well kept, well organized, and well maintained, then it can provide a good learning atmosphere to the students, no? Kung nindot ang imong eskwelahan, limpyo ang imong eskwelahan, then we can be assured that the learning environment is also healthy and good, and that is good, no, conducive for learning among the students. So in other words, the physical appearance of the school is one sign or gauge or measurement that will determine the quality of the management being implemented in that particular school. Kung nindot ang eskwelahan, limpyo ang eskwelahan, then maadso pagka-manage ang eskwelahan. But if the school premises, including its facility, are not well kept, no, mga guba, hugaw, disorderly, then of course we can expect that there is poor management in that particular school. So aside from the physical facilities of the school, management of the school will also redound to the quality of instruction provided by the teachers, no? So gawas sa physical facilities or characteristics sa eskwelahan, ato pong makitaan ang good management in terms of the quality of instruction that is provided to the students. Meaning to say, the quality of the management being implemented in the school can be seen and can be verified through the performance of the pupils or the students. Okay? So, makaingon da ita nga, uy, ang kanang mga estudyante anang mga eskwelahan na maajo pagka-train. No? Nindot og training. Mga lihero ang mga estudyante diha. And if that is the case, then we can say that there is good classroom management and of course, school management. Pero, kung ang mga estudyante sa usa ka eskwelahan way nakatunan, they are inefficient, they are ineffective, no? Taas na laman og grado and yet they do not know how to read or to write or do simple mathematical problems, then we can say that, oy, unsa man ang eskwelahan na wa may ayo. So tungod kay way ayo ang mga estudyante, but pasabot there is mismanagement. The school has not been managed well because the performance of the students are or is poor. And according to Petresco, in 2020, he said that transformational learning is the best way to measure the learning of the pupils. So it's not enough that you are able to master the multiplication table. You are able to memorize all the concepts or principles. But what is important is that there is a transformation in your life, no, in the life of the pupils or of the students. Dunay kabag-uhan. There is a positive change, no, in the lives, in the character or behavior, attitude, skills, and competencies among the students. So, kung dunay positibo nga kabag-uhan diha sa kinabuhi sa mga estudyante in all these aspects, then we can say that learning has been effective in that particular school. And that means to say that there is an effective management because the instruction given in that particular school has changed, has transformed the lives of the pupils or the students. So muna itong pangitaon sa atong mga estudyante. Dapat malipay ka kung imong makita sa imong mga estudyante ang pagbag-o sa ilang mga behavior, sa ilang attitude, no, sa ilang mga skills and competencies. There is a positive change in their lives, and only then we can say that there is learning, no, because there is a transformation in their life. So in all of this, the role of the principal is very important. According to the Oliveira in 2018, he said that the perception of the principal's leadership and dedication is a feature directly associated with school effectiveness. So the dedication and leadership of the principal is directly associated with school effectiveness. No? Naatay makit-an nga mga principal nga very dedicated sa ilang trabaho is si principal. Maoy kinaunhang moadto sa eskwelahan ug maoy kinauwahiang mouli gikan sa eskwelahan tungod kay nagtutok siya sa iyang trabaho, nagtutok siya sa iyang eskwelahan. That's how important the role of the principal. It is the principal's effectiveness that will translate into the physical appearance of the school. It will be translated into the performance of the teacher as they teach the pupils. And finally, it will reflect to the performance of the pupils and the students. So kung effective ang principal, if the principal is doing his role as a leader of the school, then that can be seen through the physical appearance of the school, that can be seen through the performance of the teachers, and that can be seen through the performance of the pupils or students. If all of these are good, then we can say that the principal is good. But if there is a poor appearance of the school premises and school facilities, there is a poor performance of the teachers in doing their tasks, and there is a poor performance of students in all their endeavors, then we can say that there is a poor performance of the principal doing his or her tasks as the school leader. So Petresco in 2020 enumerated the functions of management in school, or in the context of school. Number 1, management sets or serves to predict, to evaluate the future and prepare it. So in management, planning is part of it. So therefore, with proper planning and with good management, we can already predict what will happen in the future and how we're going to prepare for it. So for example, Kintahay, we want to have a top-notcher in the licensure board examination of teachers. And we have identified kani si Mr. so and so prospect ni siya nga motap sa board exam. So there is already planning. There are activities that will be set in order to prepare Mr. so and so that during the time that he will take the licensure examination, he will really top the exam. So in management, it will help us to predict. Makapredict na ka if these are the things that we're going to implement, these are the things that we're going to do, then most likely mao ni ang direction sa atong eskwelahan. So first year pa lamang ato nang gi-introduce, ato nang gi-expose ang atong mga student in rigid review. First year pa lamang, nag-review na sila. Ato na lang gi-review sa mga items nga mogawa sa board examination. Then, ato na makita, ato na ma-predict nga either 100% ang passing or dunay motap sa licensure or licensure examination. That is to predict and prepare for the future. That is one function of management. The second is to organize, to undertake, to endow an enterprise with materials, equipment, capital, and human resources in order to be able to function. So, organizing, that is one function of management. Unsa may atong building nga himuon karon? What is the most priority? Who are the teachers that we are going to hire this year? What books are we going to procure? So this is part of management, so that when all of these are properly addressed, then we can set the direction and we can set the goal and objective of the school. Dili man na mahitabo kung why management, dili man na mahitabo kung why organizing o why planning. If your action will just be dependent on external factors, you are just being responsive, reactive to external factors, then nothing will happen to your organization or to your institution. It is much better that we are proactive. Proactive meaning atong unhan, atong himuon ang sitwasyon nga mahitabo. Now, we create events. We do things. That's why planning is also very important, as well as organizing. Atong i-prepare ang atong oval. ang oval, duaanan. Why? Because we are looking forward that our school will be the venue for the district meet or perhaps the provincial meet. And if that is the case, kung ang imong school mao'y venue sa mga dagkong sports events, then of course, funding will come in. No? Funds gikan sa munisipyo, funding gikan sa province, or even ang congressman mohatag og funding para pagpa-nindot sa imong eskwelahan. Okay? So, organizing. We create events. Another is to coordinate, to achieve harmony between all components of the enterprise in order to guarantee the process and success. Of course, there is coordination. Just like in leading, no, the principal will try to connect in one unit of the school to another unit of the school. There has to be harmony in the organization. And harmony can only take place if there is an effective leadership that is implemented by the principal. And of course, to control, verify the functioning of the adopted program and principles. Coupled with the demand for accountability, principals may adopt 3 stages or 3 strategies: active, partly active, and passive, to help reduce the tension, especially in the management of people. No? So there are times that the principal is very much proactive and engaged and involved in the activity if the situation demands for it. But there are also instances that the principal needs to be partially active. No? Not totally engaged, but sometimes he lets the units head, or sometimes he let the unit heads to do their task and he is just in the background. That is partially active. And of course, sometimes the leader is active or passive, no, if the time or the situation permits. So all these are the functions of management in school. So you see, even in school, the concept of management is very much important and applicable. And take note that in management, the role of the principal is very much important. Importante ang characteristic, ang attitude, ang behavior, and competency, ang competence sa principal in running the school. So I hope that in this brief discussion you have learned something, and kindly do the rest of the activities provided in this lesson. Thank you and good evening.